Alright everyone, today we're going to try a little series where we test out Cerusa's tool. It's a 3-monster defense tool. So I'm going to hop over to Reddit real quick. As you see here, you can pretty much type in any 3 monsters. So let's try Kamoon, Odin, this, that for example. You hit search and it brings up the defense, and then it gives you a bunch of counters that are contributed by either Cerusa himself or some other people from the community, and they're typically pretty reliable. So we're gonna try some today, some of the more creative ones, provided we have the monsters, and see how that goes. So let's flip back over here and hope that we have some towers we can hit. So we have 4 minutes on this guy. Let's see. Could probably hit one of these guys. Just tag it up a little bit. This is kind of interesting. I don't think this would even be on the tool, so I've never seen anything. This defense is, honestly, a lot of these defenses are pretty unique. This is a pretty common defense here. So we have Zinghe. I've never had to spell his name ever. Zinghe, is that right? It's Xinghe. Sorry guys, just trying to spelling right here. Zhe. Zhe. Okay, got it. Alright, so let's flip over to Reddit here. So we have Zinghe, I believe Harmonia, and who's our last monster? Is it Theomars? Yeah, Theomars. It's a pretty common defense. Okay, so we have 7 counters. So let's see. Here's one contributed by Shrouder. He's in our guild. I would love to use this, but unfortunately I don't have recap. And it has some notes here as to, some options and order of attacks, so that's pretty cool. I actually, if I have this monster here ruined up, that would be a cool option to try. Let's see here. I don't think that the light thing has runes. Oh, it does. Not the best set, but alright, let's give this one a shot here. Alright, so the tool shows Wusa, the purple griffin, Varus, and Pang. So let's give that a shot. So we have Pang, Wusa. I don't know if the purple bird has runes, but we're gonna find out. He does, kind of. No artifacts. Let's see. Go with the accuracy, and let's see if there's any tips. No tips, so just gonna wing it here. Let's see how it goes. Alright, so let's buff up. Alright, so she strips as part of our passive. We can work on the Theo. The slow debuff will help with decreasing his damage output. And with the attack break, he really shouldn't be doing anything. Let's see if we can pop his passive here. Nicely. I'm not even quite honest what the purple bird does. Let's heal up a bit. Hopefully this Harmonia doesn't go too crazy. Alright, nice. We can take out the Theo. Slow the monkey. Armor break and attack break the monkey. Strip that. Beautiful. I think it's stun skill 1. Yeah. I remember this was used back in the day for like a nice single target CC. 2A just makes that a bit stronger. See if we can sleep you. No dice. We may actually want to work down the Harmonia here, but I don't really want Monkey to move too much because he's on Destroy. It's not good. Stun. Let's go for the stun here. Nice. Now let's multiply that stun. Did not work. Alright, we should be good here with immunity up. Alright, we're gonna go for the stun on Harmonia. Beautiful. Let's heal up a bit here. I think this monster's on Violent. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I don't have the best runes on this comp, so I'm not surprised that this Harmonia is just straight up out healing me. There we go. Alright, we should be good here. Beautiful. Alright, that worked. We should be able to click auto here. So that worked. 1 for 1. Cerusa, nice work. It's a great tool if you guys ever are not sure what to hit. It's really nice for lower, less competitive type of areas as well, because you can kind of learn the good comps. The meta's pretty stagnant, so you kind of see the same things over and over again, so it's nice to have multiple options for actually taking care of and handling those type of comps. Alright, let's try another one here. We got Tower 2 up. Let's see if we got anything weird. So this is probably the most toxic comp that everyone runs. It's really hard to deal with. I'd like to hit it. It'll probably get taken before I can take it, but let's go ahead and see what the tool thinks is a good counter. So it's Moon, not Barbara. 1 second here. Clara and Savannah with 2 N's. Clara, Savannah. Alright. So I don't have the Rika, so unfortunately I can't use the Rika comp here. This I can try here. So it's Leo, Jean, and Skogul. So let's try that. So we have Leo, Jean, John, and Skogul. I'll show you guys the runes after. I just want to attack this before it gets taken. Alright, nice. Alright, so let's try to stop the stun. And we'll go straight for the CC. Nice. And let's try to... We'll stun up the Commune. Okay, so she's derped. So that's great for us. Let's get the rock up. Let's change that hillbilly stuff. Alright. We're going to try to work down the Savannah. The Savannah is just so OP. Beautiful. We dismounted. This is looking pretty good. Let's get that CC up again. Perfect. Lands it. Oh, look at that. Woo! Beautiful. So this one's in the bag here. Just try to stun up. We get a proc with Skogul. No good. Stun that. Beautiful. I'm getting the procs today for once. I love it. Let's go proc in this. Gorgeous. Nice and easy. Tool works perfectly. Love it. Alright, so let me show you guys the runes on that last team here. We're going to hit this when it's up in 3 minutes. I checked the tool. Unfortunately, there's no tool for Orion, Tyrannus, and Platy, which is interesting. This comp doesn't seem too OP. Depending on how hard the Tyrannus hits. But that last comp, let's see here. Let's go over to our used monsters. So we have the Leo here is on Vampire Nemesis, HP, crit damage, and attack. This one is a fat sub here, plus 40%. I still need a larger grind to get that. Crit rate's low. I'd like to get the crit rate up a little bit. Attack's a little low as well, but it gets the job done. Then we have John, who is on HP, and speed. Violent Revenge. And decent set here. Let's see, we got defense and attack on the artifacts. Nothing crazy. And then the Skogul here is on a rather slow set, but 100% resistance. Violent Nemesis, HP. Just get speed and subs. Nothing too crazy here. Just nice resistance. This is what you guys can use your resistance on if you ever want to build a couple Skoguls. I myself have 2. And let's see what else we got here. Hopefully someone takes that last sequence. So we have 2 minutes up on this tower. We'll be right back and we'll pull up something and hit that. Alright, so this tower is about to be up. It's worth noting that we're getting destroyed by the Jackie Chan meme here. Triforce is pretty much crushing both of us at this point. So hopefully we can pull a comeback here. It's definitely not over, I don't think, but we'll see. So no one's, I don't think, has hit this. Okay, nice. Someone's hitting this here. Lefty's using Kamoon, Vigor, and Odin, which actually is a pretty good counter here, depending on Will, just to prevent the Orion from armor breaking anything too crazy. Well, let's go ahead and hit this tower. Okay, so this is some new monsters here. Ooh. Double revive comp. This screams Raki. But let's go ahead and try the tool. So we got, let's see, we got Molong, Perna, and Eladriel. So let's go ahead and flip over here. Molong, Perna, Eladriel. There we go. Alright. So let's see here. Couple different options here. The Reek is pretty popular, as you'll see. Unfortunately, I don't have it. Hopefully I get that tomorrow with the Ancient Transcendence scroll. We have a couple anti-revive comps with the Water Anubis, which is a good option as well. Let's see here. I don't have a Luis. Let's see. Guess I can do my... Chasun doesn't really have the best runes. I'm not a huge fan of this. I really like anti-revive against Eladriel Perna, so maybe we'll try one of these comps. I really don't want to burn the Harmonia too early on, and my Bella doesn't really have the best runes. My Arnold is very slow, but it is on Nemesis, but if I just return and kill them along, that's not gonna really work. I don't have a Bastet. I can try this interesting comp, which I guess I could try. This is kind of weird. Yeah, let's try. It's Camilla, Wind Beast, and Diana. So we got Diana. Where's my Ritesh? Cammy's here. Ritesh honestly might be in storage. Got some crazy tunes right here. Alright. Let's give this a shot. I'm not really too sure how well this is going to work. Let's see what happens. So I take it you just not too sure if you straight up DPS down the Mo and then handle the Elad after he revives. But I'm gonna do that. Wow, that Perna hits really hard. So I kind of want to heal here, but there's not too much concern. I think I'm gonna wait and go for the armor break and try to set up a kill on the Molong to prevent any type of... Okay, where he lands absolutely nothing. I hope my Ritesh has runes. And I also should not have transformed there, but I was not paying attention. So this is going really well. Alright, let's try to cycle a bit here. Beautiful, nice stun. Yep, there's the procs. I don't know if my Ritesh has runes, just based on how fast that Perna melted him. I'm gonna do this and hope that he procs out, and he does. Okay, so I guess he does have runes, but this Perna is just super, super attack heavy. We definitely lost this one. There's no way. And again, I really don't like Camila in Guild Wars unless it's against Triton, Perna, Galleon, because against Perna, Eladriel, this is just rocky food, or even Water Anubis food. Really, any anti-revive just destroys this comp, but that's alright. Try something new here, but I would not recommend using this particular comp at all. But you never know. You see Diana do some wacky things, but I doubt we can pull this one out. And if Ritesh, you never know, if Ritesh landed armor break there, this may have gone very different, but he didn't armor break a single thing. And this Perna is proccing constantly and fully healing up them along. So we're gonna go ahead and call that a thumbs down. Alright, so we have a Sierra, Rauk, and Lauren up here. Pretty common defense, a little less common now, but it was extremely popular not too long ago. So let's go ahead and see what the tool has to offer for us here. So we have 11 counters found. First is going to be Jolton double twins. We can actually try that. I think I have the twins on Will. It doesn't say that they need to be on Will here. I suppose it doesn't really matter, because the Lauren should target the Jolton, so let's go ahead and give that a shot here. We just gotta pray that we don't get stripped. We do get stripped, but that should still be okay, provided they don't run too crazy. Okay, so she missed the bomb, so that's perfect. Right now, the biggest problem is probably Sierra, so we'll go after Sierra. We get the full team. This team's pretty squishy too. They just kind of melted away. So we'll target the Rock now, take out the rest, and pretty successful counter there. Beautiful. Let's see who contributed that one. That's Real Boy Bastos. So that worked really well. We have some interesting ones here too. Shield Will team using the Dark Homunculus. Could be light, I can't really tell here. Let me switch over so I can show you guys. Yeah, so we have a Fire Lightning Emperor. So a little BJ action here. Then we have some Leo Stack comps, just Lucianing it, which works for a lot of things. Light, Lucifer, everyone has a Lucifer, you just use your Lucifer comp. Just a face fire team, that's also a good option to outspeed. So yeah, these are some interesting counters as well. Let's flip back over. Let's see what we got here. Alright. So we have a Molong, Tyrannus, Harmonia. Molong, Harmonia, Tyrannus. Oh, let me show you guys the runes on that last comp. The runes are really, on those monsters that I just used, are extremely doable. They're nothing special at all. So just on a pretty lackluster speed, crit damage, and attack. You do want these on Will if you're going to be taking second turn, then just like some basic artifacts. My Shayna I use for BJR5, so she's on just double fight Will. Speed, crit damage, and HP. Some of the stats are a little juicy, but this is pretty obtainable. I mean, the speed is super low, but it actually works. As Childish always says, build teams, not monsters. And it does apply in this regard here. And then the Jolton, another slow monster, pretty thick, no skill ups, just Swift to take advantage of the 115 base speed, and just HP, HP, HP. It's a nice juicy 43% sub there, but again, these runes aren't too crazy. There's some fat subs here, but these are really good for those like slow runes that you don't see yourself ever using. Perfect for a Jolton. You slap them on here, this thing will survive and just eat hits. So that's a good option. So the next comp we have here, let's take a look. It's gonna be, so there's Molong, Harmonious, Skogul. Let's see what kind of options we have here. So we have the Bulgur Vigor Harmonia, which I think is pretty safe, although it's kind of too safe. Maybe we want to try the Kali comp here. The problem with the Kali, Covenant, and Chloe comp is you really need enough damage with the Kali to take out the Harmonia. And I'm not sure if I really have that damage. But let's go ahead and let's live a little dangerously. We'll give it a shot. Is this? That's not a lead. Alright, let's give it a shot. See what happens here. Cross your fingers. It's not something I would typically run here. This is a G3 guild, so I probably shouldn't be messing around. Alright, so it looks like my Covenant is going to move in front of the Skogul, which is a problem because he's going to go down. So we maybe wanted to try to crit the Skogul with the Covenant. It's super unlikely that I crit. I don't know what my crit rate is, but I don't think it's good enough to take that down. So let's just do the safer play and go for the Molong. I don't even think we're going to kill the Molong. Oh, we do. Okay. So we have 50k with subpar runes. I think we just go face into the Skogul now and hope that with the follow-up from Covenant. So this ignores all damage reduction effects. So this actually, if we crit here, this might kill because he doesn't get the defense buff with this skill. So let's pray for a crit. We got a crit. It did not kill. Can Chloe finish? Chloe crits. Yes. All right. Alright, we gotta be careful here though, because if Chloe goes down, we can run into some problems. But this one should be good here. I'm actually surprised that worked. Most Skoguls nowadays have a ton of HP with artifacts, so Covenant just hits so hard, man, with like very minimal runes. I'll go over the runes again after this, but the runes are bare bones. A little lag here. We took it down. Very nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and I'll show you guys the runes. Actually, all of this is in here. Alright, so Covenant is on Fatal Blade. Attack, nothing special, just some speed. Crit damage, again, nothing special. Attack, definitely nothing special. Totally obtainable, honestly. This is a really nice rune. Probably shouldn't be on him. I should probably have this on like some sort of Lucian. And then the Kali. The Chloe is really just like a, I don't know, not a good speed set. Like even flat HP. Shout out to Foix. And then we have Kali here, which is 69% crit rate, because she does, probably should have some higher crit rate, but again, this is a nice sub, but other than that, that's probably the only decent rune on her. And yeah, pretty decent. Alright, let's see what we got left here. Alright, so this is being attacked. Alright, so we have two Molong, Tyrannus, and Harmonias. Let's see what Cerusa's tool thinks is good for that. So we have Molong Harmonia, and we're just gonna put Tyrannus in there. I don't know how to spell Tyrannus, so I got that on the old clipboard. So ideally against this, I really like Revive. This is pretty interesting here, the arena one. My Molong's pretty fast, so I don't know about trying this. I do love this comp though, and I don't have a Harmonia anymore. It's probably not a good option. I burned my Wusa, burned my John. I don't have Fire Homunculus. Burn my Wusa. I don't have Sekhmet builds, really. This is an interesting one. My Leica's runes are not good. My Light Ifrit is pretty solid. And my Annabelle's not terrible. This one here, they're talking about Ganymede, which is interesting, because there's no Ganymede in that comp. But let's try something weird here. This would be weird, but I don't have the purple guy built. Yeah, let's try this Elsharian. I don't think it's gonna work, but let's try the Elsharian like let's see, so Elsharian like where's Leica? There he is. And what was the third? Annabelle. Alright, where are you, Annabelle? I believe Annabelle has runes. Annabelle is one of my favorite monsters. But yeah, let's go ahead. I guess the goal is to try to steal, to attack the Tyrannus so he puts the buff on himself and then try to steal that buff and take him out with Leica. See how that fares. Leica's a great counter to Molong. My Leica really doesn't have much HP, but what we're gonna do here, we'll set up the defense break. Fortunately, we don't get him. And here goes Annabelle. Alright, so let's set up armor break, or not. I'm gonna leave him asleep. I'm gonna just start working on the Tyrannus. I want him to put the Soul Protect on himself. They're all derping, but it's actually hurting me. So I guess we'll just go face on the Smolo. No crit. Let's see if we can get some defense break on the Tyrannus. Okay, perfect. Get another sleep on the Smolo. Cannot, but Annabelle loves to proc. Alright, let's just try to take out this Mo. Ooh, so close. Alright, unfortunately, well, the dots will burn him. Ooh, that hurt. Dots will burn him, he'll come back. We'll cleanse with our Annabelle. Let's go after the Tyrannus. I want that defense buff. No steal. Oops. Hopefully he doesn't get too many stuns here. Nice, okay, and he's on Vampire, which is good for us as well. Vampire Molong is not as good on defense. See, my Leica's crit rate is just abysmal. Ooh, that hurt. That was a good revenge from Leica. I'm gonna get greedy and go for the kill here. We'll work down Tyrannus. Get that armor break. Nice. Let's see if he doesn't proc here. Okay, nice. We'll heal up. Let's focus on the Tyrannus. There he goes. I don't know if we took the Tyrannus' initial life down. I don't believe we did. I probably should have went for the sleep. And Elsharian's not stealing any buffs, which is not great for us. Beautiful. The dots should... Yeah, dots will burn him, so we don't want to touch him because we want the dot to take him out. Nice. Alright, we should have this in the bag here. Beautiful. Nice, there it goes. Very nice. Alright, so this is a viable comp. It was a little close there for a little bit. I typically like to run comps that are a little bit safer. Just Tyrannus can run wild and shoot through an Annabelle pretty quickly. And like I said, my Leica just does not have good runes. I use him for GB Giants dungeon 10 just for like back in the day for like a safe run. So, but that worked. Very nice. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you're enjoying the content so far. I'm still new to this, but just going to get better with time. I'm going to keep cranking out new videos. I'm going to try daily. I'm currently, as you can see from my screen capture here, I'm currently using Adobe Premiere. It's fantastic. It was relatively affordable, and I have very little experience editing anything. But it's super intuitive. It's fantastic. I highly recommend it if you guys are looking to get into content creation. I'm going to do more of this testing Cerusa's tool. Cerusa's a great guy. I was a guildie for quite a while, and all the comps are a lot of fun. There's some unique things in there, so we'll give those a shot, and we'll try some new RTA stuff as well. If you have any questions, please let me know, and if you could subscribe, that would mean a lot. Like 4 subscribers, so twice as more than yesterday, so we're doing well. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and you guys have a good day.